Right now, right, if Ngashana and I get an opportunity, I wouldn't really smack him because of the money. I just smack him for making me an idiot. But when the devil is working, I'm going to start a machine. We are vala mehlo. What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Morgan and I am not alone. I am with
Hey guys! It's for me. Hey guys! My name is Olwethu and I'm once again a guest on the channel.
Sorry guys, today we are going to tell you guys a story of how we lost, how much baby? 6,000 rands. Let's take a moment. But I think we must actually tell people, disclaimer guys, because somebody's gonna watch, you know, and actually think these fools were robbed. No. Or were scammed because abantu abaningi abaskemayo, they are deemed as well-wenzana. Hey, well, guys. I saw triple scam.
So before we begin, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, who has liked, who
Shout out to you guys.
Left a comment on our videos. Also want to welcome any new subscribers. Welcome to the family. And yeah, let's get into it. Anyway, so Sise Jimini and we had planned that we're just gonna have a light session and spend the rest of the time swimming, yabo? Just to ease the body and, you know, cardio. Okay, you take pictures in the water, not inside the water, but the bodies are inside the water. Tati Tombe. Yes. So aesthetics vibes. So this is how we got scared because of the aesthetics. So I swim across to the other end of the pool and notify babes bar and where take a video to paper key. I do this kakam.
You do the, you know that
that's kakam. And I swim towards baby. Fine, baby's taking a video. And then as I come closer, I didn't know. Disclaimer. I didn't know that you were going to take a video underwater because I would have told you. Anyway. Oh, babes forgets that his phone has a crack on the screen. Because he's very clumsy with phones. He has Visa. Even though it had a screen protector, he would take out the cover. And I always tell him, but do not take out your cover.
But this is the thing, guys, let's be honest, right? Like a person who has a phone, if only you're seeing that, even though it's small, you're seeing the whip part. I want to mess with a cover, it makes it worse. Like it just becomes heavy. So sometimes when I want it to be a bit light, I take out the cover.
But you know you've got better hands.
Yeah, I guess.
So I kept on telling him to put this cover back on because the phone is going to fall, and without the cover nothing is going to protect it. Yeah, we phone, yeah, crack his screen, but this is a long time ago, before this incident. Crack his screen, fine. So he forgot that the screen is cracked underneath the screen protector. Because
when you looked at the phone, it looked as though it was just the screen protector, right? Yeah.
But
the
iPhone has that home button, right? So on the corner where there's a curve.
Oh,
yeah, they take up high, we'll guess you. Oh, they take up iPhone, yes, crack.
You're gonna corner along.
So he forgets, and I think immediately after he had put it underwater, he quickly remembers that the phone is cracked.
It was a long. Let me tell you what happened underwater. So I'm getting underwater and I'm iPhone and I'm thinking, my baby is coming. Candy. Like not even like 10 seconds later, you know, like when those people, those hackers, when they hack computer systems and you're busy working, and then all you see is just like, and it's like, I'm that's it. The water hacked me, black on air. And then I was just like, okay, then I thought to myself, maybe that's what happens with these phones, and then you take them out, and then, you know, be right. Hi, if only I'm eat. If I'm making it, if in the phone, always the next 1, 2. Gone. Is your phone gone down? Like I was in disbelief, right? So I said to baby,
no, you didn't say to me. You didn't say anything to me.
I didn't tell you, right? And that was painful. Like the way it died, it was really, really painful. It literally blinked 3 times. It was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then the third time it was just like, you have been hacked.
You know how I found out that the phone, it's dead.
It's gone. The phone is dead.
So I'm like, I get it. Obviously, I wipe my face, remove the water from my eyes.
And don't remove the water, you're removing it like that supermodel, right?
This one is not focused on me.
And I was in disbelief, babe. I really, really was.
So I'm like,
because
okay,
also,
baby.
I was like, the money to buy the phone again, because I was not seeing myself like going back to like Samsung or something. I was like, the money to buy the phone, it's not the Aiko. The man Aiko.
So I'm like, baby, let me see. I'm sure that's a nice video.
I was so excited, ne? Oh, that better, babe. I was better.
Let's see.
And then I did that.
No, before you did that, I'm like, what's going on? What's cooking oil?
I was jumping.
So like, my phone switched off. And I remembered, shit, it's got a crack. So I'm like, did you put it underwater? You're like, I'm like, it's gone. It is gone.
But guys, like, let me tell you something about me, right? The one thing about me, which I think is also a very bad thing. If Genzegelwa is something like, if something happens to me, I get in the moment of, I just lost something. And then I get in the moment of, a bite mandate. And then this one, immediately, Marabona, she's looking at me with the eye, going, hey, this nigga ain't gonna thinking of buy this phone, mandate. And then now I'm frustrated because I don't have a phone. Mind you, we had started working from home, right? So my work authenticator is there, like everything, like that's basically.
Besides pictures.
The worst part.
No, don't lie. Then we fought. Wait.
Oh, did we fight about pictures?
We fought. Lalelani. So obviously things are now sour. We need to get out and we need to be able to put our minds together.
But like, didn't I behave like I got this shit? Like my phone's gonna come back. It started becoming hot.
And then the phone started becoming hot, and it kept on blowing the water. I'm like, you're blowing it back into. You need to suck it out. Okay. Now we need to go home. We need to change. So we leave, and we walk out of the gym, going down the escalators. Yo, how am I going to go on Instagram?
Is that the first thing I thought of, babe? I didn't even think about trading, right? Did I have trades running?
No.
I'm
just like, the fuck? Phone, and the first thing you think about is Instagram. How's about you think about work? How's about you think about how's your mom gonna reach you?
Baby, let me tell you something. Actually, those are the words she said, right? But in my head, I had this thing of, for me, like, a lot of people you'd see me online on Instagram, and yes, that's to pass time. But there's like certain things that I look from other people who do the same side hustle as me, that I kind of find from. Yes, you know that.
I know that. I'm not denying
So somebody might think I was crying for, just to look at people's pictures. No, there's people who do the same side hustle as me that I follow. Then I know it's okay. Around this time, there's important content that's coming, and I'm thinking, I'm fucked.
No, it's good. So We get to Randburg. Like on my friend. Sorry if it's derogatory, but like at a small, you know those fix your phones and laptops and let me start there. Hi, siambe guys. Sifike, okay, I crack the phone, I crack
for what?
I forget battery enter.
Try
it out. Use that
there's something that they use to dry these phones.
They used to dry the phones. Right? Phone closes it. He's like, "Hi guys,
it's gone.
It's gone. I can't." Maybe like I am a mangalo.
Let's go find another one. Let's go find another one.
So we walk out and we're like, "Hi, this one's lying."
Like we legit didn't trust him because we're thinking he's trying to like get the phone from us. Cause you know, like they always a level ahead of you. Yeah, they're always thinking ahead.
So we're like, hey, there's another shop like on in that we saw that's open. As per my app, see I'm being guys. Let's figure. Okay, I check and I have the phone. I tell guys, be careful on the phone.
And then we looked at each other. We were just like,
no.
Nah.
You're the first person we're bringing the phone to. And he checks, he puts in a new battery. Now it does the same thing the first guy.
And it took a while, so I even had to call him 17, right?
No, I was on the phone with my mom. So he's like, no, we can't fix it. Sorry, you must just get a new phone. I think when he said that,
my heart.
We were both just like, okay, no, it's time to go home.
Now it had really hit me that okay, I'm in trouble.
Towards month end, I think that week of the month
I started looking for a phone.
Baby starts going online to look for a phone, because it's just like, I don't want all the nitty-gritties. I just want a phone that's able to take nice pictures.
Yeah,
so
and also to...
I'm not willing to spend like
20
grand to...
Yeah, no, I wasn't sorry. I'm just not willing to be paying a phone 1,000 every month. It's not my vibes. I'd rather take isamba semali, buy, ngiphume. Next month, I still have leso samba semali. I'm not owing any company or anything.
Okay, now that you have that backstory. Week of month end, oh baby starts looking for the
app. You Google.
Right? Oh baby's like, babe, I'm seeing phones on, what's this thing that you like?
Oh, like, you hate it.
Then we come across someone that's selling an iPhone X.
iPhone X.
iPhone X.
Yes. And it was the same link. It was the same
whoa. Someone iPhone X. I said, baby, which one is the iPhone X? I'm like, hi, it's one of the latest ones. Not really latest, but it's one of the new ones.
But it's a good quality.
Actually, there's someone selling it for...
And we were shocked, ne?
5,000. I'm like, what? iPhone X for 5 grand. Remember I said...
Was it 5 grand?
Yes, it was 5. The iPhone X. 5 grand. I'm like, there's no ways. If that's real, that's a huge bargain. Remember? And then we
believed it because we've never been messed up before.
Listen. And then we kept on seeing there's now XR. And which one?
From the same person.
And the 11.
But he had all these like...
all the latest ones.
And you know it.
And then the XR was for 6.8. It was 128 gig storage. Baby's like perfect. All our footage and
everything we need
is
gonna be here. Hey guys.
Did you come and like join like Facebook? Because Facebook is more like sort of...
There's dodgy people, but there's like...
Right. On Facebook, the same phone is going for like your 10s and 8,000s. So I'm like, hey, this one. Now we analyze the pictures that are taken on these phones. It's the same hand, it's the same watch, but somehow we convince each other that it's not. It's not. Okay, the guy angaphenduli immediately regarding the 6,000. Hey, so they're excited again. Yeah, no, if we can get this phone, we go on his profile. Profile yake, it's a white man. And yeah, it's just a white man that looks legit.
And he even had like a Van de Merwe. Konda was already bought. He had like an Afrikaans vibe. He had a wife there, a Caucasian lady there. And the family, and he was also like selling a maprem wengane. So I'm thinking, oh shame, man, maybe he needs like the money. Hey, scammers.
But there was also a post there where he's advertising the nanny.
That was a bit dodgy.
That was a bit dodgy.
But I thought maybe like it was a Zotwa that needed.
No, like umfunela umsebenzi elsewhere as well, so that ezinye insuku akwazi ukusebenza kweminye imizi. Fast forward ke ngoku, babe gets paid. And then we text this guy. Oh, the night before he gets paid, we text this guy. Oh, this guy gives us his WhatsApp number, like WhatsApp me. Nance. Fine, some WhatsApp with my phone. But hey, we spoke on OLX, wara wara wara. Can we meet? I said, no, it's not a problem. Dim goes, where can we meet?
Like he was Mr. No Problem.
I said, we can meet in where I work. So I'm like, we can't. Can we meet in a... Oh, I see he works in Bram. And the office is there by NSA.
Just yes,
NSA next door NSA. Actually. So I'm like, oh, I know where these are, babe. Zipanga say NSA, babe, they didn't know they just behind the streets of McDonald's, NSA, wara. That's baby, no.
Just behind Joburg Theatre.
Yeah. So we're like, no, can we meet at a public place? Because we don't know the offices.
How legit?
No, I was like, we don't know the offices. Can we meet at McDonald's rather? It's public.
And then this motherfucker kept on refusing.
No, he says to me, no, but my office space is public as well. Atumele. You know when you go on Google and you Google Indao, like location, and he sends the screenshot instead of sending his location.
The actual location.
First red flag, second red flag.
But also like when we were just dumped by, you know, that guys.
That was the second red flag, because the first one was when he said no, his offices are public as well. He doesn't want to meet at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And that missed us.
Yeah.
Second one was when he sent that screenshot of the address. The office that he claims to be working at, instead of sending the location.
Yeah.
Missed. Then he asks. Then he asks.
My pin.
What's your name on OLX?
So he wanted to check my profile, because on OLX I'm more of a buyer than a seller, so he can see my activity on that thing. So
he's like, no, I got too many. So I'm like, no, I just texted you now. I said, no, I got too many messages, so I just want to know which one
Who are you?
So I'm like, okay, this is the name. Then he's like, no, send me a picture of your profile.
Yeah.
Then I send. He's like, okay. So I'm like, okay, can we meet at 10? Because at 9 actually.
Because I have work.
Because you have work at 11. And we're using public transport.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, but I quickly need to go to Midrand to go get the phone.
Hey, guys.
Midrand, Nebram, it's quite a distance, yeah, bro.
Why couldn't you just, because we are closer to Midrand?
And he's like, at 10. Can we meet at 10? I'll be back at 10. I'm like, okay. I can't like. Tonight, in the meantime, we'll go to town because we're using public transport. So quickly, no baby, see, so figure it down.
That was Pepeta.
Third thing. Let's start, you guys. No, we called an Uber. Because we like, if public transport is a late, we called it
like
Uber.
Uber,
if we get fine, I figure Uber. We don't have cash. One. City go Uber, no, please wait up at F&B. Abantu bayazi where F&B is. Please wait, we need to withdraw money. So I stayed behind.
It was actually an in-drive, because the Uber, remember, it uses the card. So it was in-drive, that guy, he was in-drive.
So baby goes and withdraws money. First figure, driver cannot change.
And that guy wanted all my money.
Yes, he wanted all the money, and he like,
waited.
then there's no change. Like the things that were happening,
everything was just
an inconvenience.
Like my vibrations ain't get right.
Okay, from there we go to Capitec to increase the limit.
No, Capitec, yes.
Capitec, siqale withdraw eqala. Realize that limit
yam
ngene phakathi basincede xa sibuyela back limit still
ayivumi.
Hayibo Shani-san, this guy is calling. So sendimxelele uba no, we're at F&B now, just hold on now. And then I'm data guys. Now we are at Capitec. We're trying to increase the limit.
I'm sure we're
trying to increase the limit at Capitec. That's okay. I'll wait to show. Azofona ke ngoku sesizo withdraw okwesithathu ne?
Yeah, because I think we did 3 withdrawals.
Sesizo withdraw okwesithathu. Afone. Voice.
Yeah, change
was foreign. You could hear ba.
It was no longer Van der Merwe.
It's not a white man's voice. It's foreign. So as I dropped the call, I'm like to babe, Aibo, Lomton Kobotita naye, he sounds very foreign. But I saw bona wethu. Athi babayi wethu sawubona.
Peoples, you know what I mean?
Now
that I think about it, he played as that guy.
Hey, amane phone guy, xa ufuna uyiqonda banyani niyeza nani ndizayithatha le 6,000 rand yenu. Athi ndipake wewewe.
And I'm familiar with Brahms because I went to school there.
Ayi sihambe siyomkhangela xa sithi asiyiboni le moto.
I was driving a blue BM, so if anybody has ever been scammed by that nigga.
So ndimfonele ba guy, we're at the robots but you're not here. Athi no, I can see you. Is an us direct. So as we look, sibona ba oh no nangyalo. But he doesn't wave or anything. Sibona ngaye phone in, and when I drop he also drops. So we walk towards the car. So on our way there, we both saying we better not get in this car.
Like I want them when I bump into him, eh?
So we're like asuvuma about him asingene emotweni. Azibhanqa Olwethu Ntokozo sana, but okay wathi ngena nemotweni. Fast forward our driver athi so yo a transaction sayokwenzela ngasemsebenzini wakhe. A driver nyani, but now he doesn't go inside the parking and whatnot. Uma on the side of the road. Asibonise nje bandisebenza apha ke mina ke guys. So like,
another blonde moment for us as well.
Because
so we like made us get in the office and like seeing that we were carrying quite
a lot of money.
Like a lot of cash, you know?
Sit I okay. Asinike phone lumfana. Sichong. Hi, here baby, here. The first thing is sichonga.
No, but he gave us the right phone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Right, like on the camera. Camera quality iPhone. Hi, like it's a proper phone. But it wasn't an iPhone 7. It was the XR.
No, it was the XR, baby. It wasn't an iPhone 7. iPhone 7, it
was the XR. Sorry, guys. Did iPhone 7 in the beginning?
Oh, it was the XR.
It was the XR. And
I mean,
okay, on the ad it said 128 gigs. So we go to settings and
it gives us 250 gigs.
No, it was
64. That was another red flag, right?
That we missed. Yeah. But you asked.
And then you know, like guys.
And he gave some explanation.
Let me tell you what this guy said. He said, "Hi, bro, 64 gigs. I'm a computer now." And in my head, I was left with that because I'm thinking, does he even know capacity of computer? This guy. But also,
Mr. Excitement, this man being
babe, the first, guys, I don't want to lie, the first phone that we touched that he gave us was the real iPhone.
He gave us the phone a couple of times.
Yes.
He gave us the real phone a couple of times.
We touched it a couple of times.
So it's a phone that he uses that he scams people with. Fine. So I'm like, so we're like, okay, now we need to put in our SIM card. But as he petanga that pin thing to open. So I'm like, Maganeke, I'll open and take out the SIM card and put in my SIM card. He's like, no, I'll do it. He takes it.
Another.
He takes it, a SIM card, and brings the phone back, the original. Brings the phone back, and we put in our SIM card, iPhone. Now, but now, as where we missed it.
Also, how did you do it?
No, you know how we missed it. When we were like, okay, no, we saw that it is the phone.
Yes.
But now we asked, can we refresh the phone so that izinto zakhe zisuke?
And it looked a bit weird, right?
No, it was the original phone.
The one that we restarted.
No, we didn't restart it, Tina. We asked if we could refresh the phone so that his things
can be out of the phone.
Can be erased.
Yes.
And then he's like, no, I'll do it. So I'm like, no, ndiyayazi iPhone. Like, I've used an iPhone. I know how to do it. He's like, no, I'll do it myself. And he grabs the phone out of my hand. That's when he did the swap. Then he took a box phone, off the passenger seat, because it was a back seat.
Yeah.
Off the passenger seat. Funny enough, one of the doors at the back were not working.
He was lying. I think it was working, but I need to remember what I used to do, because my car was almost the same. So I used to always be able to lock at the back, so he was lying.
So I put in the phone, I touched the box phone up. I don't know when he swapped the phones, but he did. And he gave us, and he switched it on late, the fake phone, so that we don't switch it on ourselves and see that it's fake. Switched it on, and it took time for him to actually give it back to us.
Because those fake phones, like, they first have the Android robot, and then they have the iPhone Apple, and then it's like a Chinese whatever that comes out.
And then he gives us, baby, you. And then he says to us, here's a cover. It's brand new. I bought it for.
You know, he did come with a new cover.
He came with a new
That's
cover.
the only thing he gave us that was new. Everything else
so we
was
paid
fake.
6,000 rand for a phone cover.
We paid 6,000 rands for a phone cover.
No, you know how we missed it actually? That he's swapping the phones, because I was counting the money.
Yes, and he was like, you know, like we had so many signs, but when the devil is working, machine, that guy did not even care whether we gave him 6 grand or not.
So I'm like, let's count the money together so you see that we're giving you the full amount. Now the phone that he's given us is in the box. He says to us, Fagani phone a plastic in, because
they're gonna rob you.
They're gonna rob you guys.
Olwethu Ntokozo.
So Fagani.
I'm not kids. What's the job? Baby, sizorojwa.
Guys.
He drove.
He sped off.
He drove.
Sped off.
And you know the let me tell you the one thing, babe.
I stand there, I'm like, but babe, this guy, doesn't he work here?
He was supposed to go office in, but he just drove. Because he
was telling us about how late he is. Like, God, this man late. We're making him late.
That's the way I drive on my corner. And I'll tell you guys after we tell you the story. And this guy, immediately after he drove off like that and baby spoke about it, everything that we're telling you guys that took place, everything played in my mind. And then the words that came out of my mouth was, baby, we've been scammed.
Olwethu was in denial, son. Nah.
Yes, guys, I'll tell you now that everything, our heads did not register that it could be a scam. But immediately when that guy drove off, I stood out and I said to her, baby, we've just been scammed.
And you laughed.
And I laughed about it. Because I'm thinking, I can't be mad. She can't be mad. It's a decision that we both made, that we were going to take 6,000 rands of our monthly money and we were going to put it towards this phone. And I remember from when I said that I forgave myself. You know, when I said I forgave myself for allowing somebody to use me. And then baby was like, no, baby, there's no ways. We called one of baby's friends.
No, I kept on looking at the phone. I'm like, no, but this phone, guys, a replica. Replica. I checked everything.
You can't tell.
First thing, no, babe. You know when you realize that we were scammed? When we checked the space.
Yeah.
Then it was 128 all of a sudden on this phone, whereas on the previous phone it was 64.
Yeah. And I was like, we've
So,
just been scammed.
Namge ngoku Pan City 128. It's no, baby. Remember the phone?
There was an OLF,
It is 64 gigs left on this guy.
Yes, we're actually thinking the capacity.
It is 64 gigs left, so the other gigs,
He's used it, and then I was just like, no, we've just been scammed.
Guys,
and then like I think we've had a lot of things that have gone wrong in our lives, and we've always been very and be mad about it. But I think at that time there was just a sense of
I remember I even sat down on the floor on the road.
Yeah.
And I checked the phone again, and when I switched it on,
The
and Android thing came.
and we were like, okay.
We're like, okay.
We called one of baby's friends.
Yeah. Called Andisi. I'm like, Mdase, I know she hates phone calls, and I didn't text to ask if I could call her. So I just called her. I'm like, Mdase, send me a screenshot. Noba, it's your homepage or whatever. I just want to see something.
And she was worried, like, why would you want that?
She's like, I'm like, no, just send me, I'll explain later. And she sends it. The way the phone is, it's the same.
Everything.
With the battery, with the Wi-Fi, with the network, it's the same. So I'm like, I ain't got some does, I'll explain. We called the cab. I'm still in disbelief. China. I even called. We put baby's SIM card in the phone again, from my phone to hear if it's the iPhone ringtone.
But anyways, that's our story of how we were robbed 6,000 rands in Joburg, man. And shout out to that nigga. I hope he's not robbing anyone.
Yeah guys, so that's our story of being scammed. And if you've watched up until this far, thank you so much. Thank you, we appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell.